Is that live? I don't think so. Is it? Okay, hopefully we're live. Okay, this is the first time I'm doing something live, so hopefully this is live. Who knows? I don't think so. Is it? Okay, hopefully. We'll see how that goes. Right, yo. Okay, now I got a question on the PST indicator, right? So the PST indicator is what we're using on the platform here on M24. And first of all, I'd like to apologize. I don't have all this lighting and stuff because I'm not a professional YouTuber or whatever. So I don't have all these gigs and gadgets. Okay, but what we need to do is just take a look at the PST indicator and see how we can use it properly with time and price, okay, because those are the important things. Remember, at the GlobalTrader.Club, we're solving a major problem for anyone who's trading, because we're calculating the swing days and the swing hours with pricing way ahead of time. So anybody who's at the GlobalTrader.Club, they get the swing days for the next month in advance. For example, for the month of April, I'm going to post them this weekend, and also as we go forward we'll have all the pricing, and the pricing comes from PST, all right, the price strength timing indicator, which is what we're going to look at today. All right, so if we have the swing hours for the assets we're trading, plus we've got the swing days and we get the timing, then we should be honky-dory, right? Okay, we should be honky-dory, and we are. So let's take a look first. Now I'm going to go with the monthly first. Okay, the PST indicator is very unique. First of all, what it does is it calculates for us the time for that specific time period that I put it on. Okay, so for example, here we're on the monthly chart. So on a monthly chart, as you can see, I have a target here that can be going up to 85. Now this is an extreme target. It's quite high. As you know, gold's going nice and easy. So I don't have a price for that, because it's too extreme. Okay, but if it wasn't, like the weekly here, then we'd have a closer target. Okay, so as you can see on the weekly here, I've got this red line. It's 77.02, and that's rounded to 03. It's giving me 3067. So from the beginning of the week, 3067 thereabouts is what we're looking to go for. All right, so we've got pricing from this PST, and this is the important thing here. And the reason this is the important one is because we're going to use it to kind of go from one swing day to another, trying to reach that level. So it'll give us a bias, and when we have swing days and swing times, swing hours in the day as well, it's going to kind of like give us a good flow in that direction. The same thing on the daily. Now the weekly, let's get back to the weekly before I go forward too fast. The weekly is going to change every time a new weekly bar opens. The monthly is going to change every time a new month opens. The daily is going to change every time we have a new daily candle, but it will never ever repaint. It doesn't do that. It gives us a level which we can trust and rely on, and we can follow it to that level. And if that level is ahead, we can at least measure that price, and if we're going to go there, if we're going to get somewhere close to it, we'll be able to manage it. Now the beautiful thing as well, once again, like I said, we've got the swing days and the swing hours. So if a price gets really close to that level and it starts to become a swing hour, it might be a hour where the market's going to turn around. So I can actually manage my trade not just according to price, but according to the hours of the day. Okay, so that's a real innovation, and this is one of the reasons that we are banned from promoting. I cannot advertise anywhere. Okay, not here, not on Facebook, not on Instagram. I am just not allowed to advertise, because apparently it is impossible to calculate the future. But we're doing it every day, so we're showing you every day with our posts. So, but because it's like impossible, as they say, I cannot advertise. So this is how you're going to get it. This is the, oops, this is the daily here. No, let's get back here. Okay. Right, yeah, so we're back here. So let's get to the daily as well. And on the daily, as you can see, we went up to a certain level on Thursday, and we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It was like really pushy going all the way into Thursday, and on Thursday we got really close to that price. Let's take a look at it on the 15-minute chart. Okay, that was the price, 3,067. So we're about $10 short of that level. All right. But after Wednesday, you know, I didn't know when the next swing day for gold was this week. I know for what's next week, but I didn't know if it was going to be a sell-off or not. So as we got here, I said we can still buy to try to get to that level until Friday. Or, you know, what we have to do is make sure we manage the trade, because we don't have a Friday, we don't have a Thursday, so we don't know. But as you can see on Thursday, actually yesterday I did a video as well on this, how to time the price. Now when you time it again, here we were doing the video here yesterday, what you can do with the PST indicator is, for any time frame you're trading, because you have a price, you can actually determine the levels you're going to come back to. So for example, this is Thursday, right? So every line on the PST indicator has a corresponding price. Now normally indicators are going to give you wiggly lines or kinds of bars and stuff, right? But they don't give you pricing. The PST indicator gives you a price, and you can see on Thursday yesterday how they bought pretty much on the blue line, and that blue line yesterday for us was 3,028. Okay, so we're down here at 3,028. Okay, yesterday, sorry, this is Friday. Let's get into Thursday. This is Thursday, so we're down at 3,028 yesterday, and these are trading hours. Okay, so you can see around this price, very close to it, just $1 off here actually, you can see we had a swing hour as well. So the price is really close to the PST level, and we've got a swing hour, and that's your trading zone. Okay, so that way you can just follow it up, comes back again, and I did say, guys, if it comes back you need to buy this again. As you can see, it went up into that zone. In fact, I also made a few comments on this. If you're watching the videos, what I sometimes do is, let's put this back on, let me show you this screen, maybe you'll be able to see it. Let's do that. Let's bring up the club members page. On there I also sometimes put comments as well. Okay, so those comments are also good to kind of like see. Hopefully you can see that as well. Let me see if you can see it. That's Thursday for you there, right? So I'll make comments like this: if market does not turn, then it should continue to 840 to 915, for example. And as you can see with gold here on Thursday, it didn't turn around, but it just continued into that zone. Okay, so it's just nice and easy. So if you have this type of comment, if you have you know, some kind of a hour that matches your pricing, then your trading is going to be much safer, because you're going to be on the right side of the trade. Okay, and you're going to have like minimum risk, maximum return. Today as well, in today's video, I also talked about this level here. I said if they do a stop sweep, it might be worthwhile going into it, and they did do a stop sweep here. Now we're again at trading hours. Okay, but gold has hit a high, and it is Friday. Okay, as you can see, so the market can push down. Okay, so there's two ways to trade it. If I was to be a buyer, this is a trading hour, at this price we can buy, then I'd put my stop loss just under the low there, because the stop sweep is already done. Okay, and then we can push it up. Or if the market is going to sell, we don't want to sell here obviously, because the support zone, what you can do is wait for the market to come up into a resistance zone and then sell if you want to sell. And also on a smaller time frame, if you take a look, it's a head and shoulders kind of a format. If it breaks down, any pullback into a trading hour will also be a sell opportunity. So if that's the case, how's PST helping me? Well, PST is going to help you with pricing every time you have a level that matches the intraday as well, because it's a 15-minute chart. If I have this on a 15-minute, I can have it on an hourly, 4-hour, like I said, daily, weekly, monthly. It doesn't matter. The PST indicator gives you a price where you can get in. If you're going to get in at that time, it'll give you the price according to your time in the platform at that time. So you got a time and price all the time available if you want to trade it. Okay, now because I'm normally looking at daily PST levels like yesterday, right? Daily PST level like this is a good place to buy because it is right on a daily line there. And also the 72 was good, which was, I think yesterday I had two lines there and the other one was 33. So we had 3033, which is there, okay? 3033 and 3028, and the market yesterday was down here, as you can see, and it's right on there in that target zone on Thursday, pushing up at the trading hours. It's coming down into a trading hour. You're in the zone. You're going to go long on the next bar and just, you know, go with the flow. And the minute you do that, actually I did the video and then it just went up to the daily pivot yesterday as well quite quickly, and just followed through. So if you've missed a daily PST level, it doesn't matter because the smaller time frame is going to give you the pullback, and the PST is going to tell you, listen, the price for this pullback, if you want to go long, is there, and it is very, very precise, and it's giving you a price, so it's like really easy to follow through. You don't have to guess anything. It gets there, you can nail it. Now the beautiful thing is, if the PST and the time is right, that's a highly likely bingo trade. If it isn't, if you made a mistake, then the stop loss is really tight, and that's the whole idea of bringing the time and price together. Because if you're both you're wrong on both occasions, on time and price, you don't want to be in that trade anyway. And the whole beauty of this method, the idea behind it was to minimize risk and maximize profit. Obviously you can't have a 100% win rate, but the stop losses are really, really tight because your precision pricing and timing is so accurate. And if that is accurate, then you don't have to put a big stop loss, and if you're wrong, small stop loss will get you out. Another beautiful thing is, with timing, you're not stuck in front of the screen. Just think about it. You know the hours to trade. I mean, you know the hours to go into the market. If you know these things beforehand, then, like, you know, why would you be in front of the screen? You can plan out your day. You can do whatever you want all day long. Okay, and I've got the whole of March here posted on the 21st of February. Okay, as you can see here, it was all posted on 21st of February. So that's that. All right, so the PST will give you the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the intraday. Doesn't matter what time frame you're kind of like working off. It doesn't matter. It will give you that price. It is not connected to timing. Sometimes people say, well, is this related to timing? It isn't. I really built the PST indicator before I started all this timing stuff, because when I started trading, I was looking at it like, okay, so what's the price I'm going to be trading off? And I need something that's not going to be, you know, stopped out all the time, and, you know, I'm not going to be crisscrossed all the time and you know, create stress. I need a decent price, and I need it on a monthly, weekly, daily level and an intraday level. So this is how I came up with the PST indicator. So if I could kind of do a time, space and motion indicator to the rhythm of the price, then no matter what time frame I'm in, according to time, space and motion formula, I should be able to get a level which should translate to price. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, and that's why when I get a PST level and the time is right on a daily and a weekly, it's like, that's it, this is it, this is what we're going through. And sometimes even if the time doesn't match, a PST weekly indicator is gold. I've made a demonstration on that on numerous occasions, including gold last week, exactly on the line. That was a swing day as well, which was the low of last week, and then it just kept going up and up and up all day because it matched the swing day, the swing hour, and the PST level. It was just the way to go. Okay, so the important thing with the PST indicator, this is the whole week, mind you, as you can see, with gold, and you can see how the hours are just working beautifully. This is Monday, right? You have a top there coming down, top there coming down. Once we're down, but remember, we're long on gold, right? So what you want to do, every time the market comes down into a trading hour that matches your price, it's not a coincidence that I've got these lines here. There's a reason for every line on the chart. And once it bounces off that line, your pullback, if it matches a trade hour, once again, right there, it's a trade hour, it just goes up, okay? And that's just how it is. So the PST indicator is going to bring the right price to us depending on what time frame you're trading. It will give you a target, it will give you an entry, and the stop losses really do not need to be too far out, especially if you've got the timing matching as well. And if that's wrong and it breaks, then you don't want to be there anyway, like I always say. Okay, the same thing for anything really. If you take a look at SP 500, same thing here. Yesterday, for example, Thursday, Friday, we have a swing day. So in this morning's video, I did say, you know, guys, I don't mind selling this off, because if we take a look at Thursday, look where the market sold on Thursday. And I did say if the market comes back up again into this zone and you want to sell, you can. Look what happens. The market takes off at a swing hour, boom, falls down into the next swing hours and starts to just mellow out. Okay, so all of these hours are really important, and then if you match it to a PST level, then you've got the double the confirmation. With any other trading method, technical analysis, where you do not have timing, and I don't mean, you know, some people talk about timing. When I talk about timing, some people say, oh, are you talking about the news? No, I'm not talking about the news. I don't care about the news. We don't look at the news. The only reason I sometimes check economic calendar at the beginning of the week, I do check it, because if it matches my timing, it means that news is going to have some impact where I can actually get in at the right time and the right price. And knowing the time actually confirms the news, so we know all of the hours before the news even comes out. So you can match your calendar for like next week with the swing hours for every day you're already going to get on the weekend. I hope that makes sense. So we don't care about the news, we don't care about if it's going to be good or bad. It's just none of our business. We don't care if Trump says something. We don't care if all of a sudden there's some kind of a crash, because all of the selling and all of the shoving and the selling, I was talking about it right over here. Okay, so that we should be pushing down. In fact, along these lines, I was saying this zone is a sell zone. We need to like sell it off here, sell it off here, and then it just started pushing down, and once it broke down, we're just going in the direction as well. But even so, look at these swing days. Once they match the PST indicator as well, they're good to buy, which was the same thing as last Friday, because last Friday was a swing day, and I said you could follow it up on a Monday as well and then sell the high on a Tuesday, because this was a target zone on our PST indicator. The timing is going to also match a price, then that is going to be your golden trades. Okay, right here. So I hope this is kind of working. This is the first time I'm doing anything live here, so I'm going to just end the stream and see how it did, if it worked or not. If it didn't, I'm just going to redo it the usual way. I'm just going to record the screen and, you know, put it out there. I don't edit videos or anything. I just do it, put it out. Let's see how that panned out.